So today I borrowed my dad's 3-point spreader, and we're going to be using that to spread nitrogen fertilizer on our hay fields. We just cut them a couple weeks ago, and we're also going to be putting it on the front pasture where we had just planted some warm season annuals. So this is a pretty common design for a 3-point spreader. You can find these at pretty much any big farm and ranch store. This one here is a king cutter, and it says that, looking it up online, it says it can hold 900 pounds. So I've got 1,000 pounds worth of nitrogen fertilizer, so I guess we'll kind of put that to the test today. So I got the hopper all loaded up. This is 450 pounds of nitrogen fertilizer. This is also known as urea. This is 46% nitrogen, and this is going to be going on our hay fields. We got 6 acres of hay in the back, so this comes out to 75 pounds an acre. And this should help, since we just cut our hay, it should help it grow back healthier and faster, and we'll hopefully get a higher quantity of hay on this second cut. All right, I think I've got the spreader all set up and ready to go. I've got the gate on it opened up just a little bit. It's just cracked, just where it barely comes through. I've got it high enough that the PTO shaft is nice and straight, it's level. And then it's all about drive speed, and it's all about that gate opening. You gotta get that right combination. So we'll play around with it. Hopefully we get it down somewhere close to where we want it. But any nitrogen on this field is going to help it, because this has definitely been my worst field. It's the one that needs it the most. So we'll see how it goes. So I just finished this first 3-acre field, and you can see we've still got quite a bit of fertilizer in here. I definitely was not putting enough down. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to adjust the gate. I'm going to open that up just a little bit more. And this last time we went east to west, I'm going to go over it again. We're going to go north to south. And we ought to have pretty decent coverage when we're done. And then hopefully we'll have half the hopper emptied and we can move to the next field. On these spreader designs, if there's one thing that needs to be fixed or improved, let's say improved, it's got to be the way you adjust this arm, the gate opening. See if I can bend this clip tight again. We're going to go in this opening right there. All right, we'll see how it does. All right, hopefully you can see that. There is definitely less in the hopper now. I think that's probably close to being what I want down. So I'm gonna go ahead and move to the next field, and I'll probably adjust this one more notch so that I can hopefully do the next field in one pass. So I just finished up. I was able to fit 550 pounds worth of fertilizer inside of here. And believe me, it was all the way to the top. And we spread that up on the front field where we had planted our warm season annuals. So after driving this for a while, I realized most of the fertilizer was going to the left-hand side of the tractor. There's probably almost none going to the right hand side. There's a little bit going behind, but it was mostly going left. So then I just adjusted how I was driving, and when I made my rows up and down, knowing that pretty much I was only spreading to the left hand side. And then after that, I think everything went on fine. I think we got a good good coverage. And now it is time to go ahead and get this thing cleaned up, because it is very dirty and fertilizer can be corrosive, so we want to get it out of there. So one thing I have found is that this pressure washer ends up being one of my most used tools. It's up there, probably, you know, in the top 20 or 30. I mean, we use this at least once a week. It seems like there's always a water trough that needs sprayed out. There's always a tractor that needs sprayed off, an implement. This definitely comes in handy, and it pretty much stays hooked up right here next to the house all summer long, so we can just pull up and use it. Well, I got a dental appointment tonight, so I'm going to do the chores early today. I like to have all the chores done before Rebecca gets home. Preferably. Doesn't always happen. Never have enough water with ducks. Everybody gets fresh water. So the turkeys we were raising grew up right next to these ducks, and they wanted to be right next to them, so they were sitting right outside this tractor. So we ended up just letting them inside. They just wanted to be in here with the ducks. So now they're both in the chicken tractor. All right, guys, it's time to move. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. So people notice that the duckweed is back on the pond this year. The grass carp did not keep up with the amount of duckweed. I think it can produce multiply like 5 times a day. It's like ridiculous how fast the duckweed can repopulate itself. And it'll probably just get worse as the summer and everything gets hotter. But it looks different from day to day depending on the wind. You know, wind can blow it to one side and it doesn't look too bad, and then it's calm and it spreads out and it covers everything. Getting low on pig feed. I called the feed mill today and ordered some more. Hello, pigs. How you guys doing? Are you guys taking a swim in your mud bath? Mm-hmm. I got you. Tricked you coming over to me. Yep. Yeah, every day when we do our chores, we turn the water on and it sprays in that wallow, fills it up. It also fills up their barrel of water. And it just kind of guarantees they always got a cool spot to go. You still got plenty of feed in there. Maybe I'm feeding you too much. Sorry, no eggs today. Rebecca said we gotta save them for people. She don't want to buy them. So I've got one little stump that I need to pull out. It's from like a small bush or something that I need to pull out so I can put in a T-post. And then I actually have a few logs up front left over from cleaning out a fence row. So I'm gonna put the grapple on. We'll take care of those two things. And I'm just trying to think of anything that might be in the way or anything that I need to do before putting up fence, because I think we're going to start putting up fence tomorrow. And I think that's really the last two things I can think of that need to be done. So see if I can get that done before my dentist appointment. All right, no worries about that growing back right in the middle of my fence. So we cut down this tree because it was going to be too close to the fence. And then I noticed there's a root that runs right along here. And that's probably what there's a mound of dirt. I'm surprised we didn't hit it with this T-post. But I'm going to try to cut that root out of here. Cut this side out. There we go. She gone. Now we can get a path for our fence through here. Not have this big hump. Level this out. There, that's a lot better than it was. We'll go ahead and put this T-post in by eye, I guess. No string. Oh my God, I'd never get that in by hand. So this week is going to be probably the busiest week we'll have all summer. We're going to start trying to pull fence. We're going to try to get 5 fence pulls done this week, and that'll complete everything that we've put up with posts. Keep your fingers crossed, that's what I'm shooting for. And then after that, there'll be 3 more fence rows to put in braces and posts and to install. So it'll be a big week if we get that done, and everything it'll look a lot different with the fence up as well. We got meat bird chicks coming in the mail this week. We'll have to pick them up and put them in the barn, and I'm sure there'll be some random stuff that'll come up, like always. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.